It's 2065. It seems I'm starting recording in June, not January this time. It probably doesn't matter. The fusion power plant for starships was researched fairly soon after Shashi Bhardwaj's election. Probably that wasn't a smart thing to research right now because I don't even have lasers, but hey, it seemed sort of appropriate for appeasing the environmentalists. Also, I finally have scientists whose specialty is construction and production. I only researched one level of research rate before this 5-year period, but now I can actually start focusing on that. I also seem to have built many more construction factories than I needed, since at one point I actually ran out of uranium. Now I'm cutting back on the construction rates. The lunar colony now has 7.2 million inhabitants. The Ganymedian colony has 840,000. Both have had times where there was a shortage of infrastructure because I relied on civilian contracts and they didn't prioritize as well as I had hoped. Neither of them have much else other than mines. I'm not sure if they should have, but they didn't have uranium on them and I scrapped my old slow freighter. Actually, that's not true. I scrapped the colony ship. But anyway, it's slow, so it really doesn't matter in the long run. I scrapped well, the civilian freighters which I thought would serve me just as well didn't. Also, there are now 2 civilian mining colonies from which I'm buying the minerals and some more automated mining colonies. And the geology team has surveyed, a lot of planets by this time now. The wormholes turned out to exist, and there turned out to be 5 of them in the solar system. In the background, there had already been some research going on opening the wormholes, because there was already the suspicion they could exist, but now that they were actually found, a lot of resources went into researching the jump engines as quickly as possible. The gravitational survey vessel Ganga 001 was refitted to have a jump engine and then became the first spaceship to enter a wormhole. Where the wormhole led was the Lioten's star system, 12.36 light years from the Sun. The scientists weren't sure before this that the wormholes would actually lead anywhere meaningful, so Ganga still had the gravitational survey sensors to find more wormholes if needed. The Lioten's star is a red dwarf system containing a super-Jovian with 16 moons, 2 terrestrial planets, one of which is with a fair amount of certainty deemed colonizable, and 4 comets. The planet deemed colonizable has an atmosphere containing 81% nitrogen and 19% oxygen. That's of course still an estimate. A gravity of 0.97 Gs, and an approximate surface temperature of minus 80 degrees Celsius, orbits 40 million kilometers from the Sun, a diameter of 15,400 kilometers, no water, and a mass of 1.4 times that of Earth's. Soon after the discovery of that planet, a new starship with a new and bigger jump drive was started to be built to learn more about the planet, especially if there is any life on it, and if not, find places to build a colony. Of course, since this was something too important of a development not to publish, the Chinese also heard about the wormhole and the planet. They have started building their own starship, so it remains to be seen if India will be the first nation on Earth to build a colony in another solar system. Of course, the civilians probably don't have the jump drives of their own, so a new jump engine capable of transporting 103,000-ton starships with it is also being researched to allow cargo and colony ships to travel through wormholes. Two new shipyards are also being built, so old ones don't have to be refitted every time a new design is available. My biggest shipyard I have decided to dedicate entirely to freighter ship designs, so the refit costs wouldn't be that high. The other three are for whatever seems appropriate at the time, for now. I think I also encountered a 10-second increment at some point. Usually those signify that there is a battle happening somewhere. Either the AI is light years ahead of me, or it's stupid and has wasted too many resources on military capability early on. Also, the old missiles have been scrapped as obsolete, and even faster and much more accurate ones have been built to replace them. Only 10 of them actually. Well, this president isn't as militaristic as the previous one. Usha's Shetty is now the president of India. He, since apparently there are only men in this game, even though that's a female name I actually checked, intends to lead India into becoming the first interstellar nation, or alternatively the first one to find life not originating from Earth.